What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. CDK Boxing. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know my old saying, man. It's your boy, Mr. CDK Boxing. Let's talk boxing. I got my brother Prize up here, and I'm gonna lay down a few things that I want to say right quick. Prize, if you don't mind, okay? How you doing, brother?
Good, brother. Good to be up here with you always.
Yes, sir, man. It's a blessing. Listen, man, you got to know your worth. You got to know your place, and you got to know who you are. And for me, listen, this right here, I'm having fun. I love the sport of boxing, and I got a saying, man. Listen, I don't do this for bread and meat. And regardless of whether I get paid off alive, I'm still gonna eat. This don't mean nothing to me, but I do it for the love. I do it because boxing has been a part of my life for as long as I can recall. Boxing is something, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't have Dub right side for us, my brother. That's my brother. I don't have some of free knowledge. I can't even remember everything, man. I done got so old I can't remember everything. I don't have Prize, man, energetic style, but I love boxing and I'm here. And I love doing what I do, and I love having my brothers with me, man, because they make me better. See, when you got a bunch of good brothers around you, you don't have to carry the weight. You got brothers that's gonna help you carry the weight. And that's what I got. And I love my brothers and I love what they bring to the table. BVO, man, you know what I'm saying? He's the motivator. He's the person behind the scenes that motivates me when I don't feel like doing a live to get up here and do this. When I feel like, man, I ain't doing this, I don't need to do this. He always pushing me to do better. So for that, man, to my brothers, I salute y'all, and it means a lot to me. How everything going, Price?
I'm just cooling, man. Just chilling. I just was cleaning off my back porch, whatever. I'm cooling.
Definitely, definitely. And like I said, and me and Free was on the phone for about 30 minutes. I've talked to Dub, I've talked to BVO, I've talked to B3 about this. Uh, I'm not gonna worry about what Tank Davis had going on as far as personal issues and legal issues. I don't want to judge anybody. I'm a person that's been through a lot in life, Prize. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Mhm.
locked up. I've been down. I've been on drugs. I've been, you know what I'm saying, counted out. I know what it means. And I know what it means to rise from the ashes.
Mhm.
So I ain't gonna never count nobody out. And I ain't gonna count Gervonta Tank Davis out. But what I will focus on is this boxing aspect of it. And from right now, the reports I'm getting, and I'm 100% the reports are accurate. Behind the scenes, PBC, people that work for PBC have told me without a shadow of a doubt that the fight is not happening in August. Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Rose will not be fighting in August. Gervonta Tank Davis has not trained since June 12th.
Mm.
June 12th. He has not trained since June. And Prize, you know me. I ain't gonna put out no inaccurate
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, information. When I tell you something, I know it. Gervonta Tank Davis has not trained since June 12th. Gervonta Tank Davis is saying, right now he's not focused. He's not ready for the fight. He has a lot going on behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm not bringing up all that. We just gonna say he got a lot going on behind the scenes. And the fight's not happening in August. It was gonna go get moved to August 30th. Now you have Stephen Kubo Foden. You have Gary Antoine Russell, and you also have what's his name, Carlos Adames. All these people on the card. All these people gonna be on the card, but you need Tank to headline the fight. And right now, it's looking like Tank saying he gonna retire before he allow anybody to push him into a situation that he's not prepared for. Now, like me and Free was on the phone talking about, you know what I'm saying? If Free don't mind me saying, and we both agreed on this, if Tank's not ready for the fight, I don't want to see a fight between him and Lamont Roach. I want
Nope.
the best Gervonta Tank Davis. I want the best Lamont Roach. So with that being said, starting with you, Prize, with the information I just put out there, how do you feel about the whole situation now?
Well, that's breaking to me. I did not know that it was all. I thought they moved it back to August, whatever. But what you're
Yeah,
telling me is the fight's off.
it's off.
At
But
least, at
it's
least
not off, but it's not happening in August.
it's not happening in August. Now you got all these other brothers sitting around. Now that messed up the other brothers' payday. You feel me?
Yep,
But
yep.
hopefully, I mean, Tank can get past and stuff. I sent that video where he came out when he first came out the jail or whatever, hiding and all that. But um, I feel bad for him though. I mean, I don't feel bad, but like this is an unfortunate situation, and hopefully he can come out of it. But to hear what you just broke this news to me, I didn't hear that. I don't know if the homie three heard it, but I didn't hear the news. And shout out TD in the chat, but I didn't hear the news. But I know you ain't gonna get up here and just be making up stuff. So
No.
that's not good, man. I feel bad for Lamont, and I feel bad for the other brothers. That one guy just 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 messed up the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time for Tank. I'm not saying he did any of that stuff. We got to see, but nevertheless, he still was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or it's just too messy. I don't understand. The video is, I mean, not the video, but the situation is old. What's happening? Like, I don't know. They waited down. They locked him up. Like, this is messy. So we gotta wait. We gotta clean up some of the mess and see what happens. For right now, it's unfortunate that the fight. That's a nice car. I wanted to see them brothers fight. Now they missing out on the payday, and it's a shame.
Yeah, definitely. And B3, if you didn't hear it, y'all know me. You know I ain't gonna give you no news that I'm not really certain of. The fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Rose, for anybody that didn't hear, would not be taking place in August. They're talking about maybe it can move to later on in the fall, or it doesn't happen, period. But Gervonta Tank Davis has not trained since June 12th when his incident took place. And I'm not going to get off into the incident. I've already said that I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to focus on the boxing aspect. Like I told my brother Doug Right Side, I'm not here to judge anybody. I've been through too much in life to put a judgment on anybody. I ain't perfect, and I'm not, and you know what I'm saying, I fall short of the glory of God. So I'm not judging nobody. I'll say that.
As do we
But
all, family.
thank you. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's real talk. But with all that being said, knowing that Gervonta Tank Davis is not fighting in August, knowing that he's saying that he's willing to retire before he fights in August because he is not ready, how do you feel about all this, B3?
I feel like it's very disappointing as a boxing fan. I always love to see Tank, watch Tank fights. Was looking forward to the rematch. Lamont made a good account of himself in the first fight, so I was looking to see them squabble. So at this point, man, Tank just really needs to focus on himself, get himself together, so that way we can get a great performance the next fight. I think
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, CDK.
Yep,
B3, you
yep,
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah. I can
B3.
hear you, three.
Okay.
He
Okay,
good. That
CD.
might be you, CDK. He's clean.
It was me. I had moved for me. I was doing something. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead, three.
Well, now what I was gonna say is, essentially with the Tank situation, Tank, it's unfortunate. I think he definitely needs to just prioritize his family right now, his mental health. Making sure that he puts himself in a get his kind of affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what the next 3 to 6 months looks like. I don't think he should be focused on prioritizing a fight right now. I feel like his representation needs to be doing a much better job of keeping one of the top names in the sport of boxing, in a better position judicially with this judge, and also just kind of he needs definitely somebody with him. I know they have a lot of family that pass, in the old. Cause sometimes your dad, you don't want your dad around all the time. So at the end of the day, he probably needs somebody, somebody that's got a good head on their shoulders with him, you know. And ultimately, let's keep it a stack. Right now, I feel like this is multiple situations with the same, multiple offenses or multiple instances with the same, young lady. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know if he's married, but that's possibly a relationship that we may need to go ahead and see if it's going to take some time off, so that way we can kind of reassess what's going on, because it's getting dangerous. So people got to prioritize their health and their well-being more so than making money. And I think Tank going there with Lamont and get beat up. That's not good for nobody. He don't go in there 100%. That's not good for the fans. So or Tank. So I just think he need to get his head clear, get his family in situation in order, so that way he can be 100% when he get back.
And come back
Yeah,
when he
definitely.
come back when the Messi is over with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I nobody knows better than me than what having wasted talent really means. I feel like I wasted so much talent and so much time doing the wrong thing that all the opportunities I ever had in life to do better, I didn't take that opportunity. I wasted a lot of talent. I was good at a lot of things and I could have been great at some, but I never, and I'll say this right here, man, whether I ever wanted to look at it like this or not, it's almost like when you sit back and think about when you have talent, real talent, and you don't achieve or you don't push the issue to try, it's almost like you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. I ain't talking about Tank. I don't want to be said I'm calling Tank a coward. The way I look at it now, being an older man, like I have done what I supposed to had done in order to be who I should be. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank has all the talent in the world, special talent,
God
power,
gifted, God gifted
yeah,
abilities.
charisma. Tank has everything it is, you know what I'm saying, to be an all-time great. But does he really want it? That's the question. I ain't talking about, like I said, we're not focusing on the outside of the ring. Everything I'm talking about is on the inside of the ring. I'm not going to judge a man outside of the ring because I have too many issues of my own. So I'm saying, do y'all feel like Tank has what it takes to achieve what he really should achieve in boxing?
100%. He has everything. He has the young. Y'all got to remember. Like, okay, I got a 22-year-old son, right?
Yeah,
Him and his friends, they age from like 19 to
Tell the, tell
22,
the,
right?
tell the people how big he is.
Yeah, my son's 6'7", so but he a big boy, but nevertheless, him and his boys, they rock with Tank, bro. He got the tattoos, he got the chains, you know what I'm saying? He dressed
yeah,
with the chrome heart, he got $15,000-$20,000 jeans on. Y'all gotta
yep,
understand what some of y'all might not know what Chrome Hearts is. He running
yeah,
around, so he has a big influence, like a rapper would have on a kid. So my son and his friends, they big on combat. They love MMA. They go to bare knuckle. I ain't never been. My son went to a bare knuckle joint. So, but their guy is Tank. That's their guy. He's knocking everybody out. He doing everything. He can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're casuals. They ain't deep into it like me, but they just know Tank, Shakur, Devin, the normal names, right? Gervonta Davis got a lot of influence on these young people, and he really could capitalize off of that, but he's making mistake after mistake after mistake, man. And but he's the guy though. He has all of the charisma. He can, he once he open up and talk, he'll be a little bit better at that. But people love his interviews. People love the way they love his press conference. They love the build up, how he gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They love all that with Tank. So he has all the tools to become the best fighter in the world. But does he want it? What CDK just asked, and that is the $1 million question. Does he want it?
yep. B3, B3, you there?
Tank
Yeah, I'm here. I'm with
got
Prize
all the young
100%.
boys, man. He got all the
That's a
young boys.
fact.
He love them. They love him. Like the young boys, they love Tank. You know what I'm saying? But he got to do better, man. Like I said, we had this conversation, and I'm gonna let three snap. Yo, we had this conversation the other day. Yams, or just let's just keep it what it is. So no coded words. A girl, the sex. Well, you will have you doing crazy things, and it works both ways, men and
Yep,
females. It's not all on
yep,
Tank. Cause she just as crazy over him putting it down than he is over her giving it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
yep.
toxic situation that he has to remove. Bro, I know what he's going through. He has to remove himself out of that toxic situation, or his career, he might as well go ahead and retire for a couple years.
Go ahead,
100%. How
B3.
my audio coming through?
You Gucci.
Uh, good.
Yeah, nah, Prize 100% facts. I mean, majority of us have been in toxic relationships. I've been in one. They can get physical. What you gotta do is you really gotta have your communication in order. If you're not communicating communicating the right way, or being 100 with your significant other, that's when things can kind of get a little messy. So um yeah, and then a lot of times with guys, man, God, we be wanting different kitty. You know what I'm saying? We be wanting, that's just keeping it 100. So a lot of times, we fall short, like you're saying. We do things we ain't really supposed to do, and that gets us in a tight situation. So I don't know all that why this keeps happening with them, but the fact that it keeps happening before fights, so I don't know what the situation is. I mean, it's definitely bad for the sport. It's bad for Tank and his life. And he's definitely, I believe, still on probation.
Yeah, he
So
is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
100%.
he has to be very careful with what kind of what he's doing, and getting kind of putting himself further deeper in, like, the legislature. You know what I'm saying? These judicial processes, like, this is nowhere a brother needs to be.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna go off into this right here, and I want y'all to look at something in the mindset of a champion. I want people to understand what the mindset of a champion really is. Michael Jordan, we know, to me, my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? If you think LeBron's your GOAT, I have no problem with that. What I'm gonna say is this: Michael Jordan loved to gamble. Michael Jordan loved to smoke cigars and have his drinks. But when he was on the basketball court, he was second to none. You have Lawrence Taylor, loved to snort powder, do whatever he done. But he was on the football field, he was second to none. There is a mindset there that separate these men from the boys. No matter what they done, I think that's missing from Tank. I don't see that mindset where I can say Tank wants to be, you know what I'm saying, considered a GOAT. I don't think that Tank cares about being a GOAT. I think at this point in Tank's career, it's more about the money aspect. I don't see anything that he really cares about. Like, it's hard for me. Like, I've been good at figuring people out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the streets. I come from that lifestyle. And it's hard for me to figure Tank out. But at the same time, I also figured out something about me. Like, I also had an education. I've also got to realize that, I might be a little smarter than a lot of these young guys out there when it comes to having book sense. Like, a lot of guys didn't never focus on school, or they didn't care about these things. So I'm trying to get to the point with Tank to say, what is it about Tank when you look at the MJs, the Lawrence Taylors of the world? What do y'all think separates a guy like Tank from those guys as far as mentality?
Mindset.
Hmm.
They got that killer mindset. Not saying, pardon me. Let me put this down. Not saying
Yeah,
that Tank doesn't have the mindset, but he keeps repeating things over and over and over again. He's letting his fans down, and it's just not good, man. But it's what separate Kobe, LeBron, Mike,
yeah,
LT. Any one of the goats you want to pick a goat. You could pick a soccer player. You could pick Babe Ruth for all I care. It's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Tank mind ain't there. It's all over the place. It's not all the way in boxing like it used to be. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He got all the money now, and now all he do is looking at, man, how can I grow this account? How can I do? Because he does give back. Like, let's be
yeah,
honest, he bought some blocks in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? What they do? Burn
yeah,
it up. They burned it up. First thing they did, but nevertheless, he did it. So he does give back to his community. He does other stuff, but doesn't get, noticed, and we don't talk about it. Maybe we should, but it doesn't get talked about a lot. So they're like Kobe mindset was, I mean, even Kobe got in trouble, and Mike got in trouble. I mean, look what
yeah,
that gambling got his dad is, I mean, for that's what I think it was from personally. You know what I mean? But it don't matter. When Mike hit that court, man, Mike transformed into another person. So, but I think it's his mindset.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What you think, B3?
Nah, it's definitely that. I mean, you can, but the thing about it is like, we got to look at it like this for perspective of Tank, how old Tank is now, and Tank pretty much been champion for what, about 8 9 years now, since he was 22 or 20.
I
So
think it was like I
20,
think it was
I
like
think it was
22. I think it was like
22. Okay,
22 or
so he been,
23, yeah.
yeah, so he been champion for 8 years. You gotta look at it. And a lot of times we think about these other guys. Most NFL careers is 8 years. You know what I'm saying, or less, well, probably less. But you know what I'm saying. So like maybe an 8 year prime. So when you think about it, yeah, I mean we comparing him to certain guys. I think he can still compete at the top level if his mind is right. And I don't think he's going to be devoid of being able to compete if he wants to. But it may be like y'all, it may be time for him to separate himself from big time boxing, mate. Because like you remember a couple years ago, a couple fights ago, he said, he's kind of tired of hurting people. He's kind of tired of worrying about what he's going to do to have to do to somebody or what somebody's going to have to do to him. He said this. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying? He's a fighter saying stuff like that. Like he doesn't want to hurt. He really don't want to hurt people. He wants to go back to school, get his education. These are the important things in life. To be able to help his family, to be able to live a long, prosperous life. He needs to be educated. He needs to be able to use his mind for more than just violence. I think he's crying out for help. Hopefully, he's got enough money and put himself in the right situation to where maybe he can do an exhibition. People will let him bow out gracefully versus us trying to force him on the public. You know what I'm saying? Now we haven't seen him get beaten up in the ring or battered in the ring, but
No,
but that doesn't mean he's not mentally in mentally there. You see what I'm saying? I think it's a
Yeah.
mental aspect of it too, where he needs to be there mentally to want to hurt people.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
want to beat people up like
He
Mike Tyson.
it looked like he was in
And
there
y'all
in
know
a
what's
sparring.
crazy? I'm gonna say this, and you can think whatever you want to think about Shakur Stevenson, but when he's in the ring, he's focused. And the difference that you will see between Lamont Roach and the Shakur Stevenson is this: if Tank goes in there mentally not focused against Shakur Stevenson, he'll get beat up because you have to have your A game going in there against somebody like Shakur Stevenson. Tank don't have listen. I know without a doubt. I don't believe Tank was at his best. I ain't making no excuses. Y'all know me. I think Shakur's number one at 135, but I still don't feel like Tank was his best against Lamont Roach in that first fight. I don't believe that was the best Tank Davis we could have seen. And I look at Tank and I keep saying to myself, eventually it's gonna catch up with you. And it almost caught up with him in his last fight. It almost got there, so we almost seen a point where he almost lost. A bunch of us feel like he lost, but hey, just being it was a close fight, Tank was able to come out of there with a draw. Now, I don't know if he gets a draw. I think he's even further gone than what he was. I think, man, and that's what I tell people. Mental health is everything when it comes to the sport of boxing. You can't have stuff because, like Pride said something early on Doug Right Side channel, man, my brother, you cannot play boxing. Boxing is not a sport that you can play. You just can't play it. When you get in the boxing ring, you got to take it serious. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself, man, in a bad situation and you can get beat up and you might not recover from what happened from you. So I'm gonna go past Tank right now. I'm going to me, my personal opinion, the best fighter at 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson. Now, after all that work he put in, I went over and I always go through and check out the haters, what they got to say when something happens in a fighter that they hate on, wins, and they wins with a style that they didn't see coming. Now you got people talking about, well, he showed he didn't have a chin, which I thought was outrageous when I heard on one channel. I wouldn't even mention the guy's name, man. He's a bum, a buster in real life, and it just ain't nobody I really want to bring up. But did y'all see any flaws, or is it anything that you would want Shakur Stevenson to change about what he done? And before y'all go, I'm gonna say this. I feel like you have to bite down on your mouthpiece every now and then. We've seen Floyd Mayweather in those fights with Cotto, Madonna, Diego Corrales. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him in those fights. And I've seen Floyd go to war. Every now and then you got to go to war. So with that being said, what do y'all think that Shakur could have done differently? Or do y'all feel like he fought the perfect fight?
I felt like he fought the fight he was supposed to. I know he laid on the ropes a little bit, and I didn't really like him in that posture too much because that's when um Zapata was able to get his, do his thing. But as far as everything else, I give Shakur an A plus performance. Floyd had to go and fight Chop Corley. He had to fight that mofo. Like he had to go and like I'm not even gonna talk about the stars he fought. Like
Can you hear me,
Toto.
Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Keep
you hear
going
me?
out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know
Oh
why
yeah.
I keep going.
Nah, you good. But
I can hear
he
both of y'all.
he
Y'all coming through clear.
all right, cool. So he had to fight people like Emmanuel Augustus. You know what I'm saying? So that could have been one of them kind of fights. You know what I mean? Where Floyd, he didn't box. His eye was swole, lip busted, blood coming out his nose. He been in them fights, so and he had a great performance. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yep,
thought
yep.
Shakur had A+ performance with his combinations. I was so proud of him with his combination. I know they're gonna say, "Oh, well, he can't punch his way through a wet paper bag." When you step
All
up
right.
and level of competition, the chins get better, everything get better, the movement get better. And he fought a tough 33-0, 27 knockout, undefeated fighter, bro, gunning for his belt. And he held it down. He fought, he ain't run. Y'all can't say he can't run. Shakur, Zepeda bought the best out of Shakur. Some of the best out of him. I think there's more in there. To be honest, I think there's more in that tool bag. I really do. But that's the best we see him because he was in a fight, a dog fight. When he only time Zepeda was successful is when he laid on the ropes. When it was in the middle of the center of the ring, man, Shakur was flat. Man, he was tearing, boy. It was easy. But Shakur wanted to please some of these goofy content creators, some of these naysayers about no running rule and all this BS, you know. Man, and Shakur came in that mug, man, doing his thing, and he had an A+ performance, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah, yeah. B3, what do you rate his performance? B3 went out again. But I definitely agree with you. It was an A+ performance. Uh, I seen him, man. Listen, Shakur Stevenson has it all. He can do everything that it takes inside the boxing ring. Uh, Zepeda did bring out the best in him, and I ain't gonna lie, he brought out the best in Zepeda. I think that is Zepeda's best performance yet, and he lost that fight. I don't have a problem saying that he looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like Zepeda showed up
Zepeda made a
and he
fan
done his
out of me
thing.
because I didn't like him in his last three fights. I thought Tevin beat him up. And I think he edged the second one out. But the last three fights, he was on the ground. Like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this dude, Shakur's gonna smash this dude. And he did. But Zepeda, I'm putting respect on his name from here on out until somebody go in there and knock him out or stretch him or do better than what Shakur did. He made a fan out of me.
Yeah, me too. He definitely made a fan out of me, and it could be a situation where you were kind of looking past Tevin Farmer, knowing what was on the line, knowing that Shakur Stevens was standing in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Because Williams Zepeda looked good in that fight. He just was. You can look good and still take a loss, and Zepeda showed me a lot. You know, Shakur showed you how you change gears and you know what I'm saying. You maneuver. He was using the Philly shell, a style we know the Floyd Mayweather, and he used it well. Do you know about how he always likes to jump back real far? They said all of that, but I seen him show you that, man, I'm a real true defensive fighter. I can fight in the pocket. I can fight on the outside. There ain't nothing I can't do that you can't beat me in none of my games when I lay it down. And that's what he done. Exactly what he done. So
I
anybody
wouldn't
saying
say
anything different, man, they wrong.
I don't think he would fight Gervonta like that. I think he'll use a lot more lateral movement. Or maybe he might stand in front of I don't know. Because Tank is really good at cutting off the ring. But I just want these fighters to do this. Like, I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like Devin, well, not even Devin, because Devin's a welterweight. Let's just stick with 135. I don't think any of the 35 pounders should be worrying about Tank at this point. Not in the rest of this calendar year. I don't think that you should worry about him in 2025. Don't worry about Tank. Forget that. Let's clear out. Let's let Shakur and let. So I mean, I don't know. Is Shakur going to move up to 40? That's a thing. He could do that. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur need to focus on him. Don't worry about Tank.
Yeah, I don't think Shakur moves up for another 3 or 4 fights. I think he can
Mhm.
stick around at 135. I definitely think he can become undisputed. Uh, I like Keyshawn Davis. I like Abdullah Mason, but I still don't like them in a fight against Shakur at this moment. I mean, like, I need to see more. But I don't see any one of those guys. Floyd Schofield talks a lot. You know, Kid Austin. I mean, Floyd, the senior and the son, they do a lot of talking. But you had your opportunity to get in there with Shakur Stevenson, and you didn't take it. You can say whatever happened. We don't know what really happened. We've heard different stories, but they are not on the level of Shakur Stevenson. And you're right. Shakur Stevenson is not gonna fight. Man, what's up, Juan? Come on stage, my brother. He's not gonna fight like that against Tank. You know what I'm saying?
He might get hurt bad.
Don't have to fight one style. We've always wondered, could he fight a different style and beat Tank? Or would he have to run? Now we know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that he can come inside, outside, he can move around, he can do everything. He can, he got too many styles. And I think that if him and Tank fight right now, with Tank not being focused, it would be a wash right now. I'm calling a wash right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's how far right now they are apart when it comes to talent. And not talent, I'm just gonna say that Shakur is more focused. Do you think right now would be how would you feel about a fight right now between those two?
Right now,
You hear me, Price?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Right now.
I mean, Tank ain't focused right now. That's hard. I don't want to do that to Tank. But right now, to answer your question, I think Shakur can beat him. He ain't training. He ain't mentally there to fight. So
Right.
I would think Shakur could probably get off now, but in an even playing field, it's a 50-50 fight. I feel like it could go
Yeah.
either way. Especially after what Lamont Roach showed you how to stand your ground and kind of, what I'm saying, don't do too much lateral movement. Because he set traps. He cut you off the ring. He cut off the ring real good, and he set traps and stuff. But I would like to see it on the even playing field. I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah, you're right. And I
Am I
agree.
breaking up? Can you hear me clear? I hear feedback when
No,
I
I can hear
talk.
you. I can hear you clear.
Okay,
And
okay.
you're right about that. Right now would not be the time to actually try to pit those two guys against each other. But like I said, if you ask me to favor somebody right now at 135, I feel like Shakur's the king at 135 at this moment. You know,
I ain't
when I
mad
look
at it.
at Abdullah Mason, he's close.
Bring Juan
Keyshawn,
up, CDK.
okay.
He in the back.
He in the back.
Hmm.
1 sec.
I don't think we need to worry about Tank. I think everybody need to just worry about somebody else. Tank got other outside the ring stuff going on, so I don't think we're going to see him for a little bit for some months, or maybe longer. So, but right now Shakur's good. I want to see him in there. But you said something that caught my ear. You was like that you don't see him moving up to 40
No.
no time soon. But he weighed in at 40. When them fighters start to do that, that means it's time. No, I mean he weighed in at 35. But when it's time, when you start weighing in at your limit, you know
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. And the thing
that time.
Shakur said he's making, shout out to my brother Juan. Shakur said he makes that weight class easy. Juan, I don't know if you heard anything I said earlier about Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamar Roach, and the fight is not going to happen in August. I can almost bet the house on it. I've heard reports behind the scenes, people saying that the fight's not going to happen. Gervonta Tank Davis hasn't trained since June 12th. If that's true, what do you think about this whole situation?
Um, I mean, it's weird because I don't. We was talking about that the other night. I think it was Saturday night. When we was talking about it. It's weird because of the situation with
Yeah,
him and the whole
we
thing with.
was. But remember, we didn't have, at the time, everybody thought it was going to be August. We just didn't have a date. And you're right. But now, it's almost confirmed it's not going to happen in August. And
Yeah,
Tank is
I don't know
saying
because my boy said that they might move it. So
they did.
they might move it to like August 23rd. I think it was.
No,
I
no.
still don't
I'm
think that's enough
no,
time for Tank
no,
to
listen,
train if
listen.
he ain't trained in a month.
You're right. You're right, Juan. They moved it to August 30th. Listen to this, Juan. They was moving it to August 30th. Gervonta Tank Davis, from a confirmed source, has not trained since June 12th.
Right.
The fight is not happening. I'm telling you, I'm laying everything about my boxing credentials on the line, saying the fight doesn't happen in August. So
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you,
I mean,
you see what I'm
like
saying?
I like we said before. I mean, we said it all before. Like this guy, and I'm not taking away nothing from what this guy has done. Like he's done some incredible things in the sport, but like
Yeah,
his talent, bro. His talent is crazy, but like at the same time too, he needs to focus up. And I'm tired of saying it. He needs to focus up. Like this kid, bro, like all the talent in the world, like literally all the talent in the world, and he just doesn't focus. Like it's what I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's from. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with Calvin. I don't know what's going on with Coach Kenny himself.
yeah,
Like it's just so many things and variables with that one kid. Like it's hard enough because he was around AB and all of them, but it's just becoming like, all right, bro, what's really going on with you? Because at one point last year, we're thinking, oh yeah, nah, this kid is he got those 3 fights left, like he said, and he gonna give us the fights that we want. But now it's just at this point, like I don't know what you want to do with this kid no more, because he's never. It's never just like, all right, bro, you need to chill, focus on your career, and focus on your kids, bro. Like I don't understand with him, man. I really don't understand with him. So it's just at this point, I can't tell you if the fight's gonna happen, if it's not gonna happen. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Well, I feel like CDK is right. If that boy ain't not boy, but if that man ain't trained since June 12th, there's no way he gonna get Lamont know him too well for him to be. That's too much of a risk. And now
Yeah,
they
yeah,
trying to force Tank into the fight, and Tank is telling everybody, "Man, f out of here! I ain't doing it." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I feel like, but my biggest thing is this: I feel bad for the other brothers because if it don't go down and it is all completely scrapped, I feel bad for the other brothers on there, like Cool Boy from Philly, my young boy, Cool Boy from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Missing out on a
Antoine.
payday. Antoine just got his ish together, got a belt. I want him to get another payday. I want these young brothers to get millions and millions of dollars. I love
Yep,
seeing them in their cars, especially someone that's humble like Antoine. I want him to have I want him to get him some chains and a watch if
yep,
that's what he wants to do. I like when them young boys go out and buy their clothes and they tattoos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go
yeah,
ahead, Rob. I got one of them young boys. My son's all tatted up. I got one of
yeah,
these young boys. So I want them to I want them to get their moms, big cribs and stuff, be smart with their money at the same time, but making 20, $30 million. That's what I want. I want Antoine to be rich. I want him to have 15 million when you look at
yep,
his account. He got 15 million in there. I want Cool Boy to, come back to Philly and do what he do. Cool Boy got some money though, but because what I'm saying, I like when Cool
yeah,
Boy wear his clothes and his watches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that stuff. So that's what they like. So I want to see them, but I want to see them go in there and do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do, then pop out to the fights with your chains on and pop out to your you might do an interview online with one of us and you got your watch on or something. Yeah, go ahead. Hell yeah. I'm with that.
I
You know what
yeah.
I'm
mean,
saying?
Agree.
These young boys.
I mean, the 20, like again, like I've said before, you know, um, the card was looking extravagant from what we've seen. Again, now I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what's gonna go on with how they're gonna play about with the card. But I think the card itself is already strong enough. So it's just like at this point, just find if Roach still wants to keep the date, find Roach another opponent. Find somebody for him to beat or just to fight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I
know.
know what you're
He
saying.
could do that, but man, now he
But
gonna
the
be on
problem
short
is,
notice. Go ahead,
yeah,
CBK.
I'm sorry, and
Salute to
the
everybody in the
problem
chat.
is,
Smash the like.
yeah, the problem is this: Tank is the headliner.
Hmm.
It'll be different if you had somebody that wasn't the headliner. You can easily replace them, but this is your bread and butter. This is PBC's like top earner. He's the one that brings the people to put the asses in the seats. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. That's the problem, Juan. You
Yeah,
can't replace.
I definitely hear you on that. I definitely hear you on that. But it's at this point, right? Like you can't keep putting your eggs all in this one basket because, like,
I said that. I agree. I agree
Yeah,
with
I
you.
agree
I
with
agree.
that
I
too.
promise I agree
like
with you,
you
Juan.
cannot keep because again, not saying that he's the end all be all, but like PBC has a lot of talented fighters. Like Gary
Yeah.
Antoine is one of them. and he's very talented. And I'm
And get
gonna
what?
say here,
Hmm.
like at 40, they ain't really nobody messing with him unless his name is Tio. And even then, I don't even think your name. You probably beating him. Antoine probably the best at 40 right now. Like he's
He is
just
the best at 40. And you know what me and Free said on the phone talking? And we talked about this. Gary Antoine, what they might have to do is say, hey, we're not gonna make it pay-per-view. It's time to start building up another fighter. And Gary Antoine is the man to push.
Yeah.
He has everything it takes to be, man,
But
a
he don't
pay-per-view
have
champion.
that. He don't have that. It's something missing with Gary Antoine. Not for me,
You think
but
so?
for the
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
not for us.
casual. Cause I asked my son, I'm like, you don't like Gary Antoine? He was like, who? I'm like, Gary. He's like, who? I showed him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I seen Bull fight the other week. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, he. You know what I mean? I had to be telling the young boys. Gary need to go on Instagram. He need to start. He need to start promoting himself.
Yeah,
Gary
yeah,
Antoine.
maybe a promotion and maybe he needs to promote himself. But if they get behind, you know what I'm saying, and start pushing you prize,
Yeah. I put some
maybe
money
it's a
behind
different
Gary.
outlook.
If I
Yeah,
was the
I
promoter,
agree, but then also could be a
I'll be
waste.
running around there. If I was the promoter, and I'm gonna let you go ahead, I'm gonna let you have it three. If I was the promoter, I'll run around and say I'll go around and say put your money up on Gary. I got Gary Antoine at 40 to smoke any one of your 40 pounders. Let's
yeah,
go. I would do that.
mhm,
I would make him. I would put him on Fight High, put him on these big major platforms, and he need to come check in the hood with us too, though. 'Cause that's like Wilder did. Wilder came check in the hood with
yeah,
us. You know what I mean? That's why we still love him to this day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
No pun intended. But you know what I'm saying? I would definitely put the machine behind Gary Antoine. He got even because he don't care if he lose. You seen that he can bounce back and look better than ever. So you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's my dude. I want to see the Puyo rematch, but Puyo don't got the belt. I still want to see the rematch, but they need to put this. Gary need to do it himself. Get on Instagram, start talking ish like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Start popping up. Run down on who else in 40? Let me pull it up. I'm gonna let B3 have it while I pull up the 35 pounders.
B3. What's good,
Man,
big
what's
dog?
good? What's good, one man? Uh, about I mean Antoine taking over. Y'all know what time? Y'all know it's really the explosiveness of Tank that really kind of sets him apart. Like Wilder, you know what I'm saying? He was able to catch fire, the explosiveness. So I mean, Gary Antoine, hell of a fighter. It's just that Tank has those viral knockouts. So we gotta understand that when PBC, they looking for a star quality like that, or I mean, you gotta understand the not the main top guys in the sport have always been the clean cut, you know, guys like Sugar Ray, Oscar, Floyd, Roy. Those are like have been like the main pay-per-view guys. So I mean, it takes a lot to build a guy that's gonna galvanize people, that's gonna bring people out like Madonna and Julius Irvin. So
yeah,
I mean, it's a reason why they want Tank to perform at least 2 times a year.
I mean,
yeah,
but to tell you the truth, like, and I'm not saying Arrow was a super, duper pay per view star, but Arrow was a star at a certain point, and Arrow carried a lot of PBC's years.
Well, yeah, and you gotta and look at Arrow.
Mhm.
Look at Arrow.
Look,
Arrow was
which is
yeah,
not he.
Arrow's clean.
He
He was
turned he grew into a I mean that's over time, but he started off as an Olympian, clean cut dad
yeah,
Mhm.
in his life, got a black trainer, got a
Good
lady, he's
family, two
got the
parent
family man.
household, two parent
yeah,
Yeah.
household. He had a lot
feel
of
me?
different things,
Like
scenarios
Yeah, you
going
can
on.
I
sell
think
that to
when
you can
we
sell that to a full public though. That's the point.
but when we talk about Gary Antoine, you let's really talk about it. Like
Y'all
that
talking
family
about in the
itself,
chat. It's
even
crazy.
that family itself, bro. Like that family itself is very very like special. I mean, Gary Gary Jr. Like Gary was the guy. Then you know what I'm saying you had the pops that went and died, and then you know what I'm saying the brothers took over for the little brother's career. Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can really sell that. You can really
I
and
believe,
NFL is
I
actually
believe
gonna
that
sell
one.
that.
I believe you're right, Juan, about that because like Gary Antoine is my favorite fighter at 140. I truly believe that it can be sold, but I think
Hey,
what they're saying
CDK,
is it's gonna have to be a little work. Go ahead.
here we go.
Build your
So
fighter
we
though.
got
She gonna
we got we got Tio, We got Richardson. Sublio just picked up a title, and we got well, Barbosa, he's there, but we got Pyro, and we got Puyo still there, and then you got Gary Antoine. I think Gary Antoine can beat everybody I just named.
I do too. I think he
I,
can beat them all.
I think Gary Antoine and Tio are the best fighter at 140.
Yep,
Uh, um,
hands down.
Third
I'm gonna say
fighter,
this.
I think Richardson Hitchens is the third best fighter on the
I'm finna
NFC.
say that. That's what I'm
Honestly,
finna say, Juan. I'm finna say that Hitchinson, Richard Hitchens, and Teofimo Lopez would be an excellent fight if they ever do it.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna fight each other.
or
I
Gary
don't need it.
Antoine.
No, I'm just saying if they did do it, it would be a good fight.
I feel like Gary Antoine and Tio would be better than Tio and Hitchison.
That's a fight at
I'm not
140.
gonna lie
Honestly,
to you. Prize, I'm gonna tell you something that might sound crazy. I think Richards and Hitchens can beat Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, he
I,
definitely can,
he can beat him.
but because that could become a well for some, not for me. I'm not speaking for me or none of my brothers on the panel, but that could become a boring fight. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I would enjoy it. But I feel like um he definitely could beat Tiafimo, but Tiafimo's a good counterpuncher. It'd be who wants to step forward
Yeah,
first, and that's who gonna
yeah,
Yeah,
win
you
probably
got,
win
yeah,
that
but
yeah.
fight.
who's
I think I
Let me
think
tell you the
Gary
truth though.
Antoine beats.
Everybody at 140 to me.
Let
Even
me
even Puyo that beat him. I think he can beat him
let me
too.
Yeah,
tell you the truth though. I'm gonna tell you out the truth, and this is me, because I've watched these dudes over the time and over the years, and I've been around these dudes over the time and over the years. Richardson Hitchens, bro, you stand there and box with him, and like seriously try to box with him, he's gonna box your ears off, bro. Like it's hard to outbox somebody that really knows how to box like that.
that's what I'm
Um,
saying, Juan. That's what I'm
mm,
like
saying.
the way that Gary's beats all of them. To tell you the truth, I think the only one that he doesn't beat like steamrolling them is Matias because Matias is gonna come forward as well. So it's not gonna be like he gonna steamroll him. But
Well,
like
he's the weakest champion at 40
yeah,
to me.
he had the he's definitely the weakest champion. But at the same time too, you don't want to stand in front of him. Like definitely don't want to
But you
stand in
know
front of
what
him.
though? I'm gonna say this though, Juan. I think that Gary Antoine stops him easier than the other
Easy.
guys because he does come forward. I
Yeah, I
think
mean
with him
yeah.
standing,
Gary
I
yeah,
Antoine
mean
will knock his brains out his head, dog.
I think with him standing in front of Gary Antoine and Gary Antoine not having to find him, I think it makes it easier. When I ain't
It
gotta
definitely,
find
it
you,
definitely does. Look, it definitely does. But at the same time, too, when somebody's pressuring you like that, like seriously pressuring you like that, that's a different type of animal.
because if you
That's
think about it, Antoine has better pressure and he's a better boxer.
yeah,
So if
he's
I'm looking
definitely
at
a
I
both,
better
don't I
boxer.
don't think I've seen nobody push Antoine back yet.
you ain't
Nah,
gonna see it.
I would say
You ain't gonna see
I wouldn't even
it.
say Pollo. Pollo at sometimes will have it, but Pollo really kind of just boxed him really well.
Yeah, and I keep saying this, man, whether people want to hear it or not. Gary Antoine was going through the situation with his father and everything. I don't think we get the best of Gary Antoine that night. I don't like making excuses for fighters, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And I just think that situation he got caught at the right time.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that. I believe he caught him at the right time.
And in
It's
my
just
opinion, he
one.
still
It's
is the
just
fight. It just I don't know
Yeah.
it's
what
just
he
one
supposed to be doing,
loss.
but I
It's
still
not,
thought he is.
and it's not like he got smoked. You know what I mean? He lost the fight. Okay,
No, he didn't.
Puyo's a difficult opponent for anybody, and I feel like Puyo won
Yeah, for
Saturday night.
anybody.
Yeah, I think he won
He
Saturday night.
did.
But Puyo's gonna be tough for anybody, and I think Gary can in a rematch of focused Gary Antoine can definitely get back on Puyo for sure. But I think
Yeah,
I
me
think he's the
too.
strongest champion at 140 over Teofimo Lopez. I think he beats him up. I think he'll beat up he'll knock Matias out. He got a belt. Who else got the belt? Tio, yeah. So there's the undisputed.
Yeah, I
All
agree.
right,
Hell, he
I
can
agree.
beat
give
Hitchison.
me
He
a
can beat Hitchison. He can beat Hitchison because he can box. He can brawl. Gary Antoine can do everything, bro. He already lost. He didn't face adversity. He ready, man. He hungry. I'm telling you, we need to push him more. If nobody gonna do it,
yeah.
we need to do it.
I
Yeah, we need to
mean, I
push
think
him.
I think he need. Hopefully, he can get a turkey deal like David Benavidez.
Yeah,
Maybe
why
Turkey
Turkey
can.
ain't reach out to him? Why he might need to reach out to Turkey? Be like,
Well,
yo,
he thought they had
I'll
an
destroy
event.
Hey,
any one of your
hold
140.
on, man. because I missed this, and I'm sorry, Adam, but Adams, and this is real talk right here. He said Berlinga said he gained a lot of fans in this fight, same way the tomato cans do. So I made him another participation trophy.
That's
I agree
crazy.
100% with you. He got another
Wow.
participation trophy because that's all he ever gets, and I'm sick of him talking about gaining fans and he's the king of New York. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, he delusional, bro. Real talk. Like I
One, he
like
the king.
Berlinga. He
bro.
delusional.
Bro,
He
I'm not
got
even gonna
he
hold you. CDK, I don't know if you was watching live on Saturday night, but they let me up right after the knockout, and I was so happy. Oh
I just
my
want to know.
god. I have issues with that dude, bro. Like that dude is so fucking weird, bro. Like I don't understand him. Like it's just like, bro, you're not even good. Like
Yeah, I mean he delusional as shit, dog. For real, like he got some delusion going on. He talking about I'm the king of New York. You know what I mean? But them New York dudes got that swagger. You know, he got that New York. He, you know, they them New York brothers are real passionate when it's something that they're good at. So you
Well,
know,
maybe he's the king. He might be the king of Coney
I ain't
Island,
gonna lie
but
to
he
you.
ain't the king of New York.
that man king
I
that
mean,
man the king of Long Island.
if
That's
him
what he
and
is.
50, let's keep it a stack. If him and 50 squabble for the King of New York, 50 stopping Berlanga. Let's keep it a
that's
stack.
crazy.
Yo,
Nah, hell no,
I'm not
hell
gonna
no.
I'm not gonna
I got
hold
50
you, right?
stopping him.
I'm
I
not
got Berlinga for all day
In the street,
I'm
I
not
got
gonna
50
hold
stopping
you.
him.
I'm not gonna hold you, right? I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
in the street.
At 68, bro, I don't know who he be in, cause that shit gonna get scary for him. At
Spooky.
68, who
I don't think he
who
can beat what's that dude name that Caleb playing fight? What's his name?
I don't
Caleb,
know.
McCall.
I don't know.
McCallum.
I think McCumbee
Yeah,
might
he
put him
can't
on the
beat him.
top. I
He can't beat him.
think McCumbee
I'm gonna pull up the
on the top.
68-pounder.
Yeah, he don't beat nobody. I'm gonna keep it real. He don't beat nobody at 68. Uh, he needs to. I don't even know if he can go down to 60 because he walks
Nah,
around at 200
Nah,
pounds.
I want to see Berlanga versus Munguia.
that
I
would
think
be fun.
McGee.
That's a fun fight.
Yeah, that's a fun fight. That's a fun fight. Two
Yes.
people with no defense in the ring with each other. Somebody getting folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, Berlanga.
Oh yeah.
Berlanga.
Yeah, I
Let's give
think
it a
I need to
bet.
knock him out too.
Yeah,
So
that's possible.
you got. I mean, you got Caleb. I mean, not Caleb, but you got shoot, ain't really nobody. I mean, Pacheco can beat him.
I think he just
Yeah,
didn't they say he got a $4 million payday this past weekend.
Charlo can beat
he
him.
got
Plant
he
can
got
beat
some
him.
he got some outrageous money again, man. But
Yeah,
Linga got enough money to be okay for the rest of his
Yeah.
life if he does right.
yeah, that's what I was
Now he
saying. He
got
went to
four
that. He
hundred
was on the
thousand
Amazon.
dollar watches on though. He doesn't seem very bright.
Oh, well, yeah, he's not right.
Well, that's a
If
good
I got
investment
three
because he
million, I
always
put
can
it to you
flip that
like
for
this.
change.
I put it to you like this. If I got $3 million, I'm not going to buy a $400,000 watch. That's not happening.
No, I'm
I'll
not
buy
doing
me
it.
a little twenty
But
thousand dollar joint and sit down. It's still gonna be nice. Trust me when I tell you
but
that.
let me see
I'm
those
not buying.
diamonds do hold stack diamonds hold value too though.
Yeah,
So
but they
Yeah,
he
gotta
can
hold. But yeah, not
if he ever fall into dire straits, them diamonds gotta
man.
go.
Man, them shoes
yeah. I
ain't.
got
I'm
a
not gonna
saying.
hold you.
I got a saying.
Man,
Diamonds
them
do
joints might
hold
be
value.
moist and nice.
Hey, listen though, diamonds. I got this saying, man. Diamonds hold a whole lot of value. So do my wife. That don't mean she mean nothing to nobody else at night. I don't want it.
Facts.
I'm not gonna hold you, right? Like, and this happened twice, and this has happened twice with people that are like, you know, obviously like you've been around and stuff like that. But like, I don't know if y'all remember the kid that got knocked out by Cepeda, Jose Cepeda, Jose
Yeah,
Vargas.
burgers.
Yep. So Vargas sparred one of the homies that I know a while back, and he had it like he was a superstar. This is when probably he just had signed to like ESPN and shit, and like he had gotten him ready for the Cepeda fight. And I went down there to, go see him spar and stuff like that with Cepeda. I mean, well, not with Cepeda, with Vargas. And, like, I told my boy, and I'm like, bro, I got $10 right here that says that Zepeda knocks him out cold. And he was like, "Nah, ain't no way." I was like, bro, I see so many holes. I was like, that's not even gonna be funny. I was like, he was like, nah, you
You a
lying.
wild boy, yeah.
Yo, no, and then it happened, right?
Ain't nothing,
And
Yeah.
I
man.
texted him
Hey, look, can
immediately.
I
I
say
said,
something real quick?
what happened?
Just to let everybody
Go
know,
ahead.
looking at this, Edgar Belunga is ranked top 5 in every sanctioning body, bruh.
Yeah, nah,
I seen that yesterday, Brian. I couldn't believe that.
yeah, he's so bad, bro. I was like, yo,
But
how he
but
top
he only
ranked in the
lost
nation?
to the so they got Shiraz. This is the old joint. So Shiraz was top 5. So he only lost to a guy that's number 6. He's in this sanctioning body. He's not in that one. And but shoot, but in 2 sanctioning body, he's only right behind Berlinga at 6. So you feel me? So I mean, I don't think he goes too far back in the rankings, bro.
He probably
No, he
drops
probably
down to
go to
8.
about 10.
He probably drops
8.
down to 8.
Okay. I said 10. You said 8-1. I can agree with
Everybody
8.
gonna
I
want
agree
a
with
piece of
8.
Berlanga now.
Yeah, nah,
I
everybody
got
gonna get knocked. Everybody
man,
gonna knock his ass out.
Berlanga is. I gotta ask you. I gotta switch the topic, man.
Yeah.
What's if you don't mind, CDK?
Go ahead.
Are y'all excited about the fights that's coming up this weekend? Gary and Mr. Gary Russell is back this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw
What's
that.
up?
Yep.
See, I don't know. We probably got plenty of lives to go, but I'm just asking y'all, what y'all expecting to see out of Mr. Gary after this layoff?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Buffoonery.
Some ring rust. I'm gonna see some ring rust. We got to see some
Yeah,
ring rust.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
buffoonery. Nothing but buffoonery.
um.
You don't like it, CDK? You don't like the fight?
No, I love Gary Russell Jr. as a fighter. But what I don't love is him taking off 2, 3 years playing with my emotions, wait on him come back to fight. I'm sick of that. Listen, man, if you gonna come back, if you're gonna make a real comeback, make a real comeback. But don't fight and win this fight right here. And then I look up and you talking for the next 3 months on Mill City Boxing or somewhere. I don't want to hear no more of that. You know what I'm saying? I need you active.
Yeah.
Let
Before
me
I
just
I'm
say
I'm
this to
retire,
him
excited
real
for
quick.
I'm excited for Junior. Go ahead, 3.
And I was gonna say real quick, but hopefully he's coming back at 130, and I would love to see him get the winner of Cool Boy Foster if he's healthy, you know. But go ahead.
Yeah,
So is he coming back at 3rd? Who's
He
he
got it because he
fighting?
was
And
champion at 126 for so long, so I'm pretty sure he got to come back as either 30 or 35.
man, he one of
somebody
them
good at
guys don't
35.
gain weight. He can come
Yeah,
back at 30. He one of
yeah,
those guys, man. He one
he's
of
staying
those
shape
real.
year round. Just because he wasn't fighting Gary's Russell Jr. probably been in shape this whole
Yep,
time, bro.
yep,
Because they
right.
don't
So
yep.
do
that's what I'm
nothing
saying.
but
One,
box in that family. They spend all day at the gym. You don't
Yeah.
think he
It
out
wouldn't
there
shock
hitting?
me, Prize. It wouldn't shock me if he came back at 126. It
See,
wouldn't
that's
even
what I'm
shock me.
saying. He just because he ain't been in the ring, that family is a fighting family. Them Russells and Free to tell you because he kin to them.
Yep.
who is the
He
biggest? Who is the biggest fight? What's the biggest fight for Gary Russell?
if he go at one
Monster, monster.
monster,
Lamont
yeah.
Roach, maybe Lamont Roach, maybe.
Tank.
If he do
No,
I would
30,
say Tank.
yeah,
no,
I would
no.
say Tank. I
I'd
would
say
say Tank.
monster
Ooh,
anyway.
yeah.
If you
hold
want to
on
make it
now.
fair, if you want to make it
Uh,
fair, monster anyway is around 126. Gary Antoine Russell, if he's still not Gary Antoine Russell, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. If Mr.
mhm.
Gary Russell Jr. is still Mr. Gary Russell Jr., I want to see that fight.
Okay, yeah, I do. I do too. I do too. I do too. 100
You know what
percent.
I'm saying?
I think he's coming back as a 30 pounder, 30 or 35 pounder. I'm not really
Of
entirely sure.
course. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, because
I bet you he can drop
I
down to
think
26 though.
yeah, he probably could, but I think what's the reasoning is why is because I think he'll probably get a last payday. One of his last paydays with Tank. He'll be
Where's
one of his
Monster
last.
at?
Juan, I don't know. You missed the earlier segment. Monster at 122 right now. Tank, you extending Tank out way.
No,
We
no, no,
got to.
no, no, not with anyway. Now I don't think that fight
No,
ever
no, I'm
happens.
talking about with Gary and with Mr. Gary. Because think about it,
Mr.
Tank.
Gary's next
We
fight, July 19th, is going to be at 135.
Yeah, told you,
Okay,
nice,
told you.
he jumped
Cause,
up 2 weight
Cause you know
classes.
why? Cause I know how
nice.
PBC moves. PBC moves in that weird way that where they'll give Gary Antoine a couple fights to get ready himself, and they'll be like, "Oh well, you want this Tank fight? This is a payday. He'll probably be his last fight because he's
Yeah, that makes
37.
sense.
He's
We not
37.
sure if Tank gonna fight anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
yeah, he
I'm
won't.
sure Mr. Gary
But
gonna take the fight.
they'll probably make it. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably make the fight. I think right now, for the Lamont Roach fight, I don't think it happens because again of everything that's going on,
Yeah, it's not
outside of
happening,
it.
Let me
y'all.
say this. Let me say this. These guys have to have a certain amount of money on the table for Tank at this point. His peers are
Yeah,
getting guaranteed 10, 11 million for Barboza's and Jose Ramirez's.
Yeah,
So he's not taking no 2.5, 3 million guarantee and expecting a big pay-per-view back end off the strength that people steal. Now, yeah, he's gonna do his 250, 300,000, but I mean, he's taking a lot of risks when he really can get, possibly, if he really wanted those fights. I don't know if they big enough for Turkey. Maybe we'll see. You
you got to
know,
give me. You got to give Tank. If Turkey takes Tank and give him some money, it's gonna be probably 15 million somewhere
but it's
upwards.
gonna be a
You
tough
know what I'm
fight
saying?
though.
Yeah,
which
I
he
know it's gonna
needs.
be a real tough fight.
Which again,
Yep.
which he needs. And in all reality, right? Let's really be in all reality, right? We all have been at that point where Tank needs to fight. You know, let's give him a fight where he gotta like let's test himself. I don't think not gonna say I don't think he's had one besides the Lamont one, but it's like
Turn left. Then McDonald's will be
where are
on the
we
left.
gonna finally see you in this top competition versus these guys? I want to see you against the Teal because I believe in heavily in thought that you beat Teal. I wanted to see you versus Devin. Now we're never gonna get that. But at this point, like
Yeah.
we need something where you like you know what I'm saying you're fighting somebody else that's in the top 10 at your weight class, not nobody else.
Tank is not fighting. Definitely Devin Haney. Devin Haney right now 147 and counting. He's not coming down. Devin Haney's going up in weight. They're too
Yeah,
far apart. I don't. I don't want
Devin
to see
gonna
that no
definitely.
more.
I think Devin retires as a 60. I forgot who I
I
told
do
that.
too.
I
I
think
say
he
he gets
retires
close
as a
to
60.
60. Yeah, I think Devin gets close to 60, but Tank and him are so far apart now that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, now I think obviously I would love to see him against somebody in the top 10 at lightweight, but I don't know who's at lightweight anymore besides Shakur and Zepeda. But
I think Tank messed that fight up with him and Devin. And what I'm saying is this, Tank. If you knew that Devin was steady growing in the weight classes and there was your fight, your Spence Crawford fight, why would you not take that fight on? Why allow Devin to outgrow the weight classes? I don't like that. I think it was like, I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
yeah, he was. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Devin beats him.
Be
I've
who?
Yeah,
always. I think Devin beats him.
Be who?
yeah. And
Tank.
Tank,
I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough, but I
it's
think
a
Devin.
tough fight. It's a tough
And I
fight.
don't know
It's a tough
nobody
You
fight.
up
gotta
here a bigger Devin Haney fan than me. I don't know. Maybe B3.
now
Yeah.
B three. I'm pretty sure B3 says Devin beats him, but I think because Devin's so damn smart.
No,
If
no, that yeah, it's a
I
style
think
matchup.
I
It's
know.
a
I
bad
think
style
B3
matchup.
Devin.
Yeah, it's a
Devin
bad. I
gonna
mean,
get hit though, man.
If Devin is drained and weight drained at 135 or something like that, of course, it's all best is off. But Devin stylistically is a tough fight for Tank.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
B3
very
like
tough.
Tank waited. What I'm saying, that's why I say he waited way too long. He let Devin really outgrow the weight class. Like now, we're not even close no more. It don't happen.
It's not
Ain't no
happening.
way that fight happen. It's not happening. So that's why I tell people I only like talking about the fight no more because if you
Nope.
know boxing, ain't Tank ain't
We going over that tonight on the BBO show too.
gonna man look like Pookie. If he won't look like Pookie one more time, that's the only way they gonna fight. And Devin ain't trying to do that, man. You ain't trying to kill yourself to make no weight class. You ain't trying to come down to 135, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way Devin gets down to
That's crazy
135,
at this point.
140. Yeah, it's crazy. He can't. I don't think Devin can get down to 140 no more without hurting himself.
Nah, I know, right?
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. But listen, man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta
Yeah.
get ready, prepare myself. I do have an interview today. You know what I'm saying? B3, I'll let you announce it because I don't want to mix my words on when it comes to names.
I got no, I got you. We got the young brother, the future phenom, Osvaldo Villas, out of Cali, out of Southern California. Salute to him and his family. He's the family of Renee Flores and Daniel and Ruben de Santiago. So CDK will be interviewing him on the show. What time you gonna be going live on it, CDK?
I'm gonna try to do it at 6:30. I don't want to get in the way of BVO or anybody else doing what they do, as far as my brothers go. So I'm gonna try to go and get it in 6:30, and where we can get it out the way. And that'd be
Yeah,
six
that's the
thirty
best.
Central. I'm an hour behind. Like right now it's 5:05 my time. So you know what I'm saying? 6:30 my time.
So that means 7:30 East Coast time.
Yeah,
Right.
yep. 7:30 East Coast time.
All right. I'll be there
All
too
right.
to watch that.
Yeah, me too. I'll be there. You know it.
Man, salute to everybody that
Okay,
came on,
brother.
man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to B3 Picks TV so we can get it cracking, man. Hey, listen, CDK, we working, man. Appreciate the Sports Talk Network, the one and only, the People's Network.
Yes.
That's
And
right.
shout out
Peace.
and make sure y'all go check out Just Ask Wine and he dropping his videos too.
That's right.
Yes,
We out.
sir.
Peace.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.